Guys, it's me, Miss Norris, and today I'd like to share a fun fall read aloud with you of the story, The Biggest Leaf Pile. The Biggest Leaf Pile was written in 2003 by Steve Metzger and illustrated by Jill Dubin. If you're ready to hear this story, I'm ready to share it with you. Here we go. The Biggest Leaf Pile. You can see those leaves look a little scared of that bear about to jump in them. But they also look pretty happy when they're not getting jumped on, I guess. It was autumn again, and the trees were covered with colorful leaves. "I'm so excited," said Red Oak. "The wind will be here soon, and she's going to blow us into the air," said Purple Beech. "Then we'll tumble to the ground," said Orange Maple. "Yeah, and we'll all be together," added the Yellow Hickory. That'll be great." So all of these different trees, the red oak and the orange maple and the purple beech and the yellow hickory, are all talking about how exciting it is going to be when the wind finally comes and starts to blow them down. Ooh, they didn't have to wait long. The leaves waited for the wind and waited and waited and waited. Finally, there was a soft sound in the distance. "I hear her," said Orange Maple. "What?" asked Yellow Hickory. "It's the wind," said Red Oak, "and she's coming this way." She's here," said Purple Beech. They heard the wind coming, and now they're all very excited. The wind arrived with a big whoosh. The leaves flew off their branches and floated high up into the sky. They did somersaults, twists, spins, and loop-the-loops. Then, along with hundreds of their fellow leaves, they landed in a great big leaf pile. So while they were up in that air, they sure had a great time doing somersaults and twists. I bet it would be fun to fly through the air like that. "We're all together," said Red Oak. "Just like we planned," said Yellow Hickory. Orange Maple turned to look at Purple Beech. "You're such a pretty color," he said. "Well, thank you," said Purple Beech. "And I like the way the sun makes you shine so brightly." So everyone's having a big leaf fest down there. They're all being so nice to one another and so happy after floating to the ground and realizing that not only did they float down, but they all landed together. Red Oak looked at Yellow Hickory. "It feels so good, the way you're tickling me," he said. "Thanks for keeping me so comfy and warm," Purple Beech said to Orange Maple. The colorful leaves loved their new home. So all the leaves are cuddling and tickling and having a great time. Suddenly, a blue jay flew overhead. "Hello down there," he called out. "What is it?" Red Oak asked. "I've been flying all over the countryside," the blue jay said, "and your leaf pile is the biggest one I've seen." "Really?" asked Yellow Hickory. "Yes, it's probably the biggest leaf pile in the whole world," the blue jay said as he flew off. "Wow!" exclaimed Orange Maple. "That's wonderful," said Red Oak. So that bird has probably seen a lot of leaf piles, and he says, "This is the biggest, probably the biggest one I've seen, maybe even the biggest in the whole world." For a few moments, the leaves looked silently at one another. Finally, Yellow Hickory spoke up. "If we're the biggest leaf pile in the world, then I should be on top," she said. Why is that? Red Oak asked. Well, because I'm the color of the sun, Yellow Hickory replied, and the sun helps trees and flowers grow. So, now that they're the biggest, Yellow Hickory says, I should be on top because I'm most like the sun, and that's what makes trees and flowers grow. So I should be on top. You think that's going to happen? You think they're all just going to agree? Yellow Hickory seems to think so. No, I should be on top, Red Oak said, because I'm the color of delicious apples and juicy strawberries. Well, apples and strawberries are delicious. What do you think? Do you think Red Oak should be on the top of that pile? I don't know yet. No, it should be me, interrupted Purple Beach, because I'm the color of yummy plums and beautiful violets. Plums and violets are awfully nice things. So you think Purple Beach should be on top? I don't know. I bet we're going to hear from one more leaf. No, me, shouted Orange Maple, because I'm the color of Halloween pumpkins and crunchy carrots. That is a nice thing to be the color of. I don't know who's right. I think they all might get to be on top. There's a lot of room at the top. All at once, the forest began to shake. The leaves stopped arguing and froze with fear. Then they heard a low rumbling sound. What's that? Asked Red Oak. I'm not sure, replied Purple Beach, but it's coming this way. Well, they're scared. They stopped fighting at least. You think those birds might want to tell them what's coming, but they haven't. I wonder if they see it. Maybe it's something sneaky. I think it's an animal, said Yellow Hickory. What kind of animal? Asked Orange Maple. Well, I don't know, said Yellow Hickory. The animal began to growl as it got closer. Grrr. And they're trembling with fear. Ooh, and this Purple Beach looks a little scared and sad. She might cry. It's a bear! They all shouted. The bear ran straight for the leaves and jumped high into the air. Uh-oh, Yellow Hickory shouted. It's coming down! Right on top of us! Orange Maple yelled. So the bear's just having fun. Does the bear know that it's scaring these leaves so badly? No, and if they could, they would run, but I don't think they can. Come on, wind, where are you now? The big brown bear landed, bang, smack dab in the middle of the leaf pile. The leaves flew up into the sky. Hey, said Red Oak, this is fun! So they went from scared to now they can see they've bounced back up into the sky and they get to fall all over again. And now they think this is fun. After diving and floating and spinning, the leaves drifted back to the ground. This time, the leaf pile was wider and lower than before. So before it was high and small, and now it's a little bit lower and flatter. Oh, I guess we're not the biggest leaf pile in the world anymore, Orange Maple said. That's okay, said Yellow Hickory. Now we don't have to fight about who should be on top. So this bear, even though it scared those leaves so badly, kind of solved the problem because now that they're not the biggest, they don't need to fight over who's on top. And we're still together, all still together, said Orange Maple. That's the best thing. The other leaves nodded happily in agreement as the big brown bear lumbered off toward her den. And I'll get close so you can see this. It's pretty cute. After the bear has jumped in the biggest pile of leaves ever, she goes back to her den where her family is waiting for her. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you really enjoyed the story, The Biggest Leaf Pile. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button at the bottom of the page. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. If you're not a subscriber yet, click that subscribe button down there at the bottom of the page. And don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified when there's new content. I hope to see you all again real soon. Happy fall! Bye-bye!